Hi Creeplings, welcome to another episode of Pinch of Occult! Today I'm going to be making a black scrying mirror. They're used for, well, divination mostly, and visions, and meditation, and that sort of thing. So, let's get started. What we need is a piece of glass. So, mine's already pre-painted black, just because it takes forever to dry. So, I got this from a picture frame. It recommends a round one, but no one around here sells round picture frames, so I found an oval one. It should do just fine. So you just take out the glass, aluminum foil, felt, you'll need black paint, obviously, another type of paint or a marker, glue, paint brushes, you need these, and you're gonna need mugwort, elderflower, and lavender for the herbs to put on to help you with your divination. And you're going to need some runes too. I will show them as I paint them. And I think that's everything that we need. Oh, water, because water for your paintbrushes. You don't let them sit out and dry and become nasty. It's bad. Alright, so your first step would be to paint your mirror black. So I already did that, but I'm going to do a very thin coat of black. That way it's tacky, because you need it tacky to add on the aluminum foil. Plus, you can cover up the rest of the little edges. Because when you paint glass, it's not fully painted and you have streaks. But that's fine. Just get a very thin coat on here. I'm the best at painting. I also recommend, if you're doing this at like your parents' house or something and you don't want paint everywhere, to put like newspaper or paper or something down. That way it's not a terrible mess. Because you don't want people getting mad at you for having paint everywhere. Yeah, almost done. Just remember, acrylic spreads a lot. See, and look, I just got paint. Alright. So that should be tacky enough to move on to our next step, and I just wipe some paint off the glass. There you go, it's fixed. So, you can take your aluminum foil, clear glue. So I'm going to use a clear glue for like this part and then super glue for the edges so it stays. Because you want your silver edges to come around the edge of the glass. So glue time. Make sure you get a good amount along the side. Then you're going to take your painted, maybe I did this wrong. So you're going to put this on your painted part. Also recommend pre-cutting your aluminum foil because it'll just be easier for you at the end. There we go. Should leave us enough space. Yeah. So it's gonna look like this, and then you're gonna press these edges down around. Actually, super glue first. Remember, super glue dries fast. Also, don't glue your fingers to things. It's not recommended. Like, to yourself. So one thing about super glue though, is once it dries, it's not sticky. Let's keep going. Gotta glue. It's a bit of a process. It's not too bad. I almost glued myself to aluminum foil. There we go. That's one side. You can also use a pen to push up the edges if you don't want to use your fingers and get glue on it. A little bit more, and we're done. Let's do this outside. Uh-oh. There we go. I almost super glued my bottle shit. That wouldn't be very good now, would it? There. Now, you have a nice foil lined mirror. You can trim the edges if you want, but most likely they're going to be hidden by, like, if you put it back in the picture frame, the edges of the picture frame. So it shouldn't matter too much. No, I have foil glued to the counter now. It's fine. Alright. So, after you do that, you let it dry a little bit. Since we use super glue, it's going to dry hella fast around the edges. And Elmer's glue dries pretty fast too on the back, so it should be alright. Now you're going to take your felt. And what you do is you're going to take your paint, put that in the water, and you're going to draw your runes. Now, it says you want to make them form one image on the back of this, so we're going to do our best with paintbrushes. So first we're going to do dog. My problem is I don't know how to pronounce any of these. So dig for working between the worlds, which is don't worry if your lines aren't super good. It's fine. As long as the intent is there. So, that's that rune. And then, sickle for wholeness and vitality. So like that one. So you're gonna do your best to make it one image, so you just make it kind of run together, I suppose. Ken for opening energy. That one's Ken. Now you do an upvote. Tier for success. It looks like an upvote. Upvote. Thorn for protection. If you wanted, you can also do these on a piece of parchment as well and just shove it in. It's supposed to be stronger if you do it directly on the backing. So that one's Thorn. Let's do Yo for channel opened and sigil bound. Add straight lines. That's that one. It makes one image. Not a really good one image, but it should be good enough. So once these are done, which they're pretty much dry already because it's not a lot of paint, I'm gonna flip this over. And you're gonna add a pinch of these herbs to each one. First is mugwort. I bless thee, mugwort, for divination. Thou, elderflower, for blessing me. Lavender for otherworld and working with the she with blessings given and receive. This mirror now empowered be. Now you're gonna immediately glue on the felt backing. I'm use super glue because then it will hold better. Quickly. No, doesn't want to glue. Try Elmer's. There we go. Super glue is now holding on to it. So it's glued on, and now you have a black mirror. I recommend cleaning off the glass though, else it's gonna look like shit. And once you're done, you can take your picture frame and throw it back in. So if you can work your picture frame properly. Voila, black mirror. And you have it ready to stand, and you can put it on your shelf. After this, it's recommended to do a consecration of tool ritual to make sure it's ready for you to use. Also, you can put it out underneath the new moon and leave it underneath the dark moon. There is a new moon this Monday on the 14th. It is a super moon. So that's exciting. I will be doing a bunch of stuff then. And you just let it charge, and then use it for your divinations or meditations or visions, all sorts of things. And, well, that's that for this ritual today. Well, not ritual. This item making. And, well, Thanks again for showing up, Creeplings. And don't forget to check out our Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram. And always check up on updates on my Tumblr. And, well, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya!